children thrive when they have a healthy home. Healthy home is when we have supported parents and we have healthy communities.
I like to view the home visiting programs as a community-based relationship between home visiting programs and families. For me, one of the big things is minimizing that early parenthood isolation right after we have a baby. We have family that comes in for the first couple days, maybe a couple weeks. That support dissolves over time. And so your home visitors are there on a consistent basis for possibly years to come. We're getting families in touch with other services that they may not have been aware of. It makes me feel like I can keep doing my job because these services and programs exist. We can continue to build that trust in the community so the community comes back to us for their care.
Clients are frequently skeptical when I first bring up the programs. There's a certain nervousness when it comes to inviting someone into your home, a fear that they're going to judge you or try to change something that you're doing, rather than thinking of it as just support.
Families always have concerns with anyone coming through their home. I would, I need to know when you're coming, exactly what time, because I need to tidy up my home.
To help ease those fears, I usually start by just having a conversation, seeing if they can put words to what their fears are, offering reassurance. Nobody wants to judge you. You're not going to get in trouble for anything that they see in the home. This is to be helpful for you in your own space.
My go-to to ease any fears is really just to explain to them how these programs, they're meant to promote confidence and support for their child and enhance the parent-child relationship and support child development.
I also say, though, that it's important to acknowledge where we have gone wrong. Sometimes there are structural barriers that prohibit the advancement of familial wellness in the community.
We deal with the medical aspect of our patients and sometimes struggle with what to do when our patients have needs that aren't medical, but social or structural, and we don't know how to help them. So to have these programs in place and knowing how to get them to the people who can give them the resources they need is huge.
If you're a provider in the state of New Mexico, having a good understanding of what these programs are and what specifically exists in your community, having that awareness, that's the first step. It's how we build community wellness. I've been referring to the FIT program for a really long time, Family Infant Toddler Program. I talk to families about, if there's a developmental delay identified or a risk of one, those FIT programs, they're going to come in and they're going to create a service plan. They're going to make a pathway to improve outcomes for your child. One of my sons was diagnosed with juvenile idiopathic arthritis. We were able to access physical therapy services through an early intervention program for about 6 months. They referred us on to another community partner, which we otherwise wouldn't have known of.
How's he doing now?
Amazing. He's completely in remission. He's doing great.
The biggest thing I would say to other providers is don't wait, go ahead and refer. There's nothing negative that can come from it. The child and the family get a 3 to 5 hour intake of needs. There's no harm, no foul. Don't wait. The whole point is early intervention. If you have the slightest concern that a child is not meeting their markers, don't wait. Add somebody else to the team. Add more tools to your toolbox in order to care for our patients.
I think it's important as providers to remember that we don't always know what our patients' needs are based on the limited interaction that we have with them. Casting a wide net or offering these services to all of our patients, whether or not we think they can benefit from their services. The patients are the ones who know their needs better than we do. I try to bring it up with all of my patients because then they can be the ones to say, yes, this is something that I could benefit from, or maybe this isn't the best fit for me.
We have a responsibility to ensure parents and caregivers have access to these resources and to these supportive services. It's how we build community wellness.
A little bit of sunshine is sometimes all we need to help keep this garden growing.